So we're in KSP today, but the game's not the important part today. I want to just give you a little tutorial basically on how rockets work and a little bit on orbital mechanics because it's kind of interesting, especially if you do play the game. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a ship in real time, launch it into orbit, get it in a nice circular 100-kilometer orbit above Kerbin, and bring it safely back home. So in order to do that, let's do a Mark II lander can. Spin around on this. Awesome. And because we are going to be achieving orbital velocities, we're going to need a heat shield, 2.5 meter. Put that on, and we do, as always, need to make sure that this is staged so we can get rid of it when we need to. And next thing, we need a coupling because we want to be able to get rid of the next stage. We'll use a 12 stack separator. And let's actually take that to about 50%-ish force. And now we need a tank, right? So let's grab a fuel tank. We're going to grab the smallest possible tank that'll fit, which is this one. Okay, actually that color's bloody terrible. Yeah, let's make it orange like that. Alright, and we need a motor for that, so let's grab a little Terrier engine. And now let's look at the engineering stats and see what kind of delta V we're getting on that in vacuum. So, thrust to weight ratio is 0.8 basically. We got 60 kilonewtons of thrust, long burn time, and we get 2,400 meters per second out of that. That's pretty good. I really can't complain about that. That's fine. Okay, cool. So this is going to be our re-entry stage and also circularization stage. So let's do the ground safety equipment. We're going to need some parachutes, so let's do some drogue chutes. Flip these around. We'll mount those like that, and then we will also do some parachutes mounted this way. They're all going together. That's fine. I would like to separate that out. Let's separate that out. Okay, awesome. Okay, so that is fairly complete. We're fairly good on all that. Let us go ahead and do another coupler. And we're going to do the first stage that is going to get us into orbit. Oh, that is a very small stack separator. What the fuck did I choose? Let's do a 12. That's odd. Okay, let's go back to tanks. And we're going to do some more of these big fuck all tanks. Let's actually save ourselves a little bit of work here. We'll do orange. And then I can just clone that. Clone it again. Let's see. How many of these do you reckon we're going to need? That's a great question. Let's find out. Whoops. Alright, that is a big stack of engines. I gotta fix that decoupler, obviously. So let's see what we're going to use for an insertion engine. He said insertion. I wonder if we could do it with a swivel. Probably not. Let's get the engineering report. Whoops, fuck you. And now we want to look at sea level. Yeah, nowhere near enough. Let's try a vector. Victor? Ugh. Should not have to do that every time. A little higher than we need, but only burns for 86 seconds. So let's clone some more fuel tanks. We're out in the bleachers. Sorry about that. Let's grab this big fuck you engine. Mount it. Run the engineer's report. Okay, thrust to weight ratio is good. We don't have quite enough delta V to get into space though, which means I'm going to have to add some more tanks. So let's get that up there. Let me fix this decoupler. This is going to drive me insane. I don't know why that would be. Let's go back to coupling. Sort them by size. Okay, reverse sort by size, you fuck. Yeah, that's a big stack separator. That should be fine. Yeah, there we go. Alright, weird. Alright, so let's put on a few more tanks. See, this is part of the engineering. You really have to do the math to make sure that you have enough delta V to get where you need to go. Running out of gas in high Earth orbit or low Earth orbit is not a lot of fun. So let's take a look at what that did to our stats. That's about right. That is about right. I feel confident in flying this thing. Let's just take a look at a couple of more things. Let's look at the center of mass. Yeah, okay, that is way the fuck forward, so we're probably going to need an aerodynamic kit on this. I'm trying to make this video as short as humanly possible, but there are certain things that you absolutely have to do or you wind up with your dick in your hand. So, let's look at... how are those winglets look? Those are fine. We'll do them in a 4 config. Yeah, I don't trust pushing it like that, though. Okay, let's launch this bitch and see how we do. Let's take one quick last look at delta V. Thrust to weight ratio of 1.13, which means we're going to have a nice, slow, dramatic takeoff. We've got, call it 4,100 meters per second of delta V on that first stage. Let's look at the staging real quick, make sure we're not going to explode anything. I love it when you can't see that. All right, let's give her a go. And launching. And we're still loading. Here we go. Sorry, live streaming, no magic of editing to get rid of this. So we've got our 2 Kerbals in there, everything looking good. Let's turn on SAS. There is no RCS, but we'll turn it on. No, there is no RCS. All right, let's change the camera angle. Yep, looking good. And let's launch this puppy. Contact. So we're going to burn nice and steady here for a little bit. A lot of people think that getting into orbit is about getting high up. It is absolutely not. It is about going very, very, very fast, perpendicular to the surface of the Earth. So we're gonna burn pretty straight out of Kerbal Space Center until we get to about 10 kilometers, and then we're going to start a gravity turn. And we're going to do the gravity turn to the east to take advantage of the Earth's rotation. So we're coming up through, we're going to be hitting 2 kilometers here in a second. See Kerbal Space Center receding. All systems are looking really, really good. We have a very blunt profile, so I'm a little bit concerned about max Q. We're going to be hitting max Q, or the moment of most intense dynamic atmospheric pressure, probably somewhere around 18 to 22 kilometers. Orbital profile looks good. Okay, I'm going to actually start this gravity turn now. We're going to turn just a little bit down that 90-degree axis. And if you look down at the nav ball, I'm sorry I can't point it, my hands are full. I do want to kind of follow that velocity vector, but I've got to get out in front of it first. That's a bit much of a pitch over, but we'll try to hold that. That's about right. We're at about 45 degrees now, and I can live with that. The velocity vector is catching up. Sorry I'm not doing a lot of camera work, but I'm just trying to make this a safe and pleasant flight for Macton Kerman and Langus Kerman there in the capsule. Take a quick look at the map. Looking fine so far. Got a surface velocity. Actually, let's change that. Well, you know what? That's fine. Going to tip over a little bit more now. And again, I'm going to pop out to look at that map, and we're going to take a close look at that apoapsis, which is fine. We're going to quit the burn right there. Actually, I probably overshot just a little bit. No, I didn't. There we go. We are going to add a maneuver here. And we're just going to circularize this orbit. So let me zoom. Can I zoom out? Yeah, please. Zoom out. Nope. God damn it. Doing this in real time too, which is a bit concerning. Let's flip around here. As we come out, yeah, they just flipped. So let's look at our periapsis. Yep, I'll take it all fucking day. Alright, so let's wander back over to the apoapse. And we'll go right in before it. And we can warp to the next maneuver. Have I got enough fuel? Ooh, I don't know that I have enough fuel to circularize. Oh shit, I also have to set my... Got to set to maneuver. Very slowly coming around. Ooh, this is going to be close. Got a burn time of 31 seconds, so I want to hit it at about 15 seconds before the maneuver node. You know what? I'm not going to jinx it. Let's... Oh, those aren't set up. Shit. Okay, here we go. Here's mud in your eye. Got a little bit of wobble going on as those tanks run dry. It's going to be a near thing. Big wobble. I should have put RCS on this. Oh, and did I forget an engine? Jesus fuck. Either that or that took the engine with it. Oh man, no bueno. We are in space with no propulsion. Let's look at the how that orbit turned out. Ugh, you know, ironically, that's not a bad orbit. Son of a diddly. But we are lost in space now because there is absolutely no way of getting out of this. Hey, sorry I killed you. Really apologize for that. Pretty view, though. Let's roll around. It's rather nice. Well, what the hell? These people are dead. That's space garbage now. There's no way to deorbit. So we have no engines. You know, there's only one thing you could possibly do. I'm going to try it. I don't think we have enough in the EVA packs to actually do this. But we can definitely try. So, let's bail out. Okay. And let's fire up the jetpack. And let's try to get back home. With the amount of thrust that this jetpack has, this poor Kerbal is doomed. Hey, I can at least look you in the face while I kill you. Hey, I don't blame you for not wanting to look at me. Let's look at the orbital. Oops. I hate when the game does that. Okay, you can stop that now. Boy oh boy. Okay, well, that was a disaster. You know what? I'll upload another one at some stage. I've been Soma, you've been you. No one will ever see this. Bye!